It's good to see you guys. I thought that the fight of the team was good. I think it's been really every week now you've been able to see that, and I think in some ways that should be a given. In other ways, for us, I think it's a building block. I think that when you have that, you have care factor. You have guys that, regardless of the score, are bleeding and giving effort and extending and pushing through and all of it. And I think that's contagious, and that gets guys that want to push beyond and do more and fight through. And so I thought, of all the things, that's the thing I'm most proud of, just the fight of all of it and the care factor there. And so I thought that was on display. I thought, offensively, you could see just the distribution with the offense, that when we do that, when we hold on to the football, right, and we get the ball to playmakers, what can happen, right, whether it's Ashton or it's Richard or it's Trigg or it's you name it. I thought you saw the advantage that we have when we have Bryson Washington in our backfield. He was really a starter going into the season, and so to have him back and healthy and everything just makes a big difference. And the violence that he plays with, and his vision, and his feet, and all of it just make a really big difference. I think he's a great complement as an inside guy to the outside guys that we got at the running back spot. And I think, we can venture more into those spaces in terms of how guys are used and everything. I thought Sawyer came in and performed really well. I thought that there was poise with him. At times in camp and all of it, that the rush has kind of gotten in his face, and he was getting the ball out prior to all that happening. So there's that calm in the pocket, that pocket presence was good to see. And the ball was distributed to guys that could go do something with it. So that was a positive. I think defensively, a lot of adjustments to start the game. The triple option team, they started with the quarterback run. And it was all these formations where the fullback wasn't in location, and they're running quarterback power read and all these kind of designed QB runs. I think trying to find ways to get numbers at the point of attack and not having a triple option focal point. So we had to kind of adjust there. And once we made those adjustments, and they came back to triple option, and started to see where our tilt was in our numbers and run to where we were weak. So we had to make the adjustment to that, And so that whole first half, I think, was a lot of scribbling and writing on whiteboards and all of it. By the time the second half came, I think there was a really good idea of kind of what's what and where what's home for them and what time they go home and all this other things, so we could try to meet them there. And I thought the second half, showed that. I thought in the first half, the ability to hold on to the ball on offense, right, and not get in our own ways, something that we have to do better with. Right now, that's a big concern. There's too many turnovers on offense. For all of our ability and all of our talent, we need all those possessions. And, for us on defense, trying to figure stuff out, and then offense, he's giving them ball away. First half, way too close. And so to pull away and to settle down was good to see. Take any questions you guys got.
Dave, tale of two halves. I mean, you mentioned it. The fumbles by the offense in the first half, I mean, what do you attribute it to? I mean, was it Air Force kind of just stripping the ball out, or just bad ball security, or what?
Air Force plays hard, and I have a lot of respect for that team. They're a young team, but they fought and battled, and they're knocking our guys sideways and helping them up and all this other thing. And so a lot of respect for that team, way classy team. And so I wished all of them luck at the end of the game. So just their effort and their swarm was a factor, but I think the biggest issue in my eyes is our carelessness with the ball. We have to be much better with our ball security. We're holding balls like this. We're holding balls out, our elbows up. We got to condense it and put focal points of pressure on it. And there's a whole road there we have to go through. We're not there yet.
Coach, here in the back with the cameras. Through 2 home games, no touchdowns allowed. You talked last home game that You guys got to start winning games for Baylor Nation to start seeing y'all as cool again. What does it mean to you that you're able to put on a showcase for the fans here at home this season?
It was cool to have just the energy in the stadium. I mean, all of that is, I mean, all of our people know that. They all feel that, you know, and our recruits that come especially. And it may be the recruits maybe more feel that. And I think sometimes as players, they get locked into the game, which I appreciate and would wish more of them did that, you know. But I think when the recruits come and they see all the energy and the excitement and all of it, I think it sends a really cool message and a good one that football is important here, that winning is important here. This is what we do. This is how we do it. And I think that message was sent today.
Zach and then Craig and then Jerry.
Coach, when did you know Daquan wasn't going to start tonight, and how long do you think that'll affect him? And then follow up to that, how happy were you with how Sawyer kind of came in and had a career night?
Yeah, about midweek we had a night. You know, it was day to day, and it kept going day to day, and then after a while there was no more days. You know, and so he has a shoulder injury right now. We're hopeful that we can get him back sooner rather than later. That's about, you know, we're going to have to be able to see kind of on Monday where he's at. And we're going to have kind of that same window or that timeline that we had this past week. Really happy for Sawyer. I think, you know, Sawyer's been in a bunch of battles and has won a few of them, have come out, you know, second in the majority of them. And so to go through all of that and to kind of grow as a person and to kind of self-reflect and to kind of, you know, mature and show that maturity and help other people when they're going through that. I mean, that's Sawyer. And it's just way cool, man. And so for him to have his time and to make the most of it is really cool to see. It's a big fan. There's a lot of fans of his in that locker room right now.
Coach, obviously fumbles prevented you from getting more done on offense, but then when you got it rolling, what was that like to see complementary football? It feels like it's been kind of a while since we've seen it hitting on all three levels the way that it was throughout the game, and then especially the second half.
Yeah, it was good to see. I mean, we want that to be a goal, and that's something that we strive for. And so I think that the ball security part has been an issue really since the beginning of the season. And so, you know, that's something that has to get fixed. And, you know, I look back at the years past, there's been some of that early in the year, and we kind of get it corrected later in the year, and we've got to get it corrected now, you know. We should have got it corrected before the game. So that's a critical part. And I think just the possessions and the lack of possessions in this game just really highlighted it. I think the special teams making plays. I think there's the ability to be really dominant in that area for everything that was bad last year. Special teams was one of the best in the league, you know. And so to be able to kind of do that again with new people and new leadership is really something that we're striving to do. So there's some good strides with that, you know. And I think defensively, we've got to be able to play consistent ball. You know, there's this thing of making adjustments, and we're going to have to try to make a play in the process of making adjustments. And so not everything has to be perfect all the time.
Dave, you talked about scribbling stuff and just trying to make adjustments. It looked like you had it figured out, like in the second half. Now, part of that was them not having the ball that much, but y'all, it seemed like y'all were attacking the quarterback more than you did in the first half.
Yeah, we're trying in the first half too. You know, I think it's one of those things to where I think for all of our guys is everything can get fitted up, everything can have there's a design and there's a blocking scheme and there's a way that we fit things, and so that everyone's in a gap. Every play can be stopped, and this is your role, this is your fit, this is your responsibility. So it's one thing to go through all that. We got a beautiful walkthrough room. We walk through that and we do all the things, but then to go at it when the lights are on and it's moving fast, and then it maybe didn't look like the way we did it, but hey, it's close to it. This is a close cousin of it. Hey, this is what it is. All of those things, and I think within there. You know, I think right now we're kind of, if we're trying to cross the street and the light's red right now, we're stopping, which I guess is good to do. But if the light goes green, then we cross. What we're going to have to be able to do is know when to cross the street when the light is red. And right now, that's what's kind of holding us back. Yeah.
Hey, Dave, just going into half, you guys, maybe a feeling of we're letting them in this game more than they should be. What was your message for them to kind of get over that frustration, and how did they respond to that part of it?
Yeah, just the focus on what's next. I mean, we were getting the ball to start that half, and then we're going to go score. And then defensively, we're going to go out in the field. We're going to go 3 and out. We're going to get the ball back to the offense, and we're going to score again. And we're going to do it again and again and again. So it's somewhat close to that, But I think the ability to get everyone, hey, what happened, happened. We made the corrections, and now, there's a feeling of, man, we see where things are at, right? And we know what the attack is and what the prescription is here. Let's go and do it. And you could feel that energy in the locker room. I knew coming out of there, we're going to play well. All right, thank you, guys.
Matt, just how good did that feel today, especially the way y'all finished it off in the second half?
It felt phenomenal, man. Couldn't be more blessed. Come out here with this team and get that win. I know it was a big one, and we went out there and got it done.
Matt, it looked like y'all made some adjustments there in the second half. Seemed like everybody was hitting the quarterback a lot quicker. Was that part of the adjustment, or what was there changes y'all made at halftime?
No, I don't think we really had adjustments to go after the quarterback. We had players who wanted to do that on their own and put a wear and tear on their body. So, no, that one was on the players, but we did make adjustments in the half. Came out and went in, and Aranda talked about the plays that he knows they're going to come out and do, and they came out and did it, and we executed.
I guess what was, knowing what kind of team Air Force is, what was the mindset coming in, and then how happy are you with how you executed?
Yeah, we knew what kind of team we were coming in, or that was coming in to play us, especially coming off of 2 years ago when we played them in the bowl game. So we knew what team we were playing, and we knew that they would be more disciplined than anything, and that would be their way of winning, if anything, and that we would have to stay even more disciplined with our game plan, and that's what we did.
Matt, back here over by the cameras, kind of going along those lines. 2 years ago, cold game, can't get it done. Now, very hot game, but you guys get it done. How good did that feel, just to get some revenge maybe?
Yeah, it felt phenomenal, man. We all came into this game saying we need to get our get back, It wasn't something to take lightly, and we knew that from the beginning, and we knew that we needed to come out and start fast from the jump, and we came out and we started fast, and I think that's what led us to getting this W.
Matt, obviously some turnovers hurt the offense in the first half, but when they started rolling, man, it's been a long time since we've seen that. Just how did you guys feed off that, and what did that feel like on the sidelines?
Yeah, man, I would say complementary football happened. Maybe in the first half we weren't playing that, but in the second half we came out with some fire, we came out with some juice, and offense came out and did their thing. I talked to Sawyer at half and was telling him, we need you just as much as y'all need us, and it's a team. It's not one side of the ball. No one's here to blame. And we needed them more than anything, and they came out and they did it. They proved to everyone that they have that juice, what it takes to go out there and win.
Coach Aranda has talked about kind of having energy for the entire game, and kind of keeping that sustained. Was that an effort that you all did tonight, and try to keep it going for a full 60 minutes?
Yeah, that was one of our main emphasis coming in this game, just starting fast. That was the main thing, especially coming off of last week. We came out and started slow, but this week, big emphasis in coming out and starting fast, and I think we did that, and doing that helped us out a lot. And the juice on the sideline, the juice from everyone, special teams was on point, and we were rolling.
Obviously, Colorado's still a week away, but do you think you'll have a more drastic style of offenses than what you saw today, and then what you'll see next week in Boulder?
Yeah, we won't see another offense like this the rest of the year. We'll get to Colorado. It's going to be a whole new game plan this week, whole new ball game. Just like I said, we won't see another offense like this. We just got to come out every week and prepare for the team that we're about to face.
We've heard from everyone about how fun it is to play next to Keaton, but you've been right there the whole season. What has that been like, and what has he brought to the defense?
It's been fun. He brings a lot of energy. He plays lights out the whole time. You'll never catch him taking a rep off. He's just, his energy, his motor, it's just like a diesel engine. He don't get tired. So having him out there is great. He brings a lot of energy to the team, and when you bring energy like that, other people feed off of it. So it helps us out a lot.
Bryson, just to get out there and play as much as you did today, especially after, not playing that much last year. I mean, how good did that feel?
I feel like it felt great. Just being there with my team, these past 2 weeks I was out with an injury. It just felt like I couldn't like get over the fact that I'm even out there playing ball with them. But at the same time, I know I had to do my job and be there for the team, get them going.
Bryson, back here by the cameras in the middle over here. Making it into the end zone for the first time in the green and gold. Kind of walk me through those emotions. I mean, what did that feel like?
A lot of people don't know my story, but when I crossed those lines, I couldn't think about nothing but my dad. Lost him at the age of 3, and that's the only thing that really crossed my mind. And the other thing, I was just tired. I'm not even gonna lie, I was tired.
Bryson, I guess when you found out you were starting this game, what was that like for you, and knowing that you were finally going to get that chance to put in the work that you had been doing?
I mean, this past season and the past 2 weeks, I've been hungry. Like I've been eager to get back on the field, and like just going out there playing with my brothers, that means the most to me. So I was just ready to give them my all.
Hey, what's going on, Bryson? What's it been like coming up from Franklin, and especially kind of going off the question about starting for the first time, just kind of, I'm sure all the friends and families that reached out before the game and will continue to after, just what's it been like to kind of represent that part of your journey as well?
It feels great. They come and support me. Like even when I wasn't playing, I had I wouldn't say fans, but family from Franklin in the stands. Like those are they are ride or die fans. Like they'll be there for the rest of my life. But can you repeat that again? I'm sorry.
What was it like? I guess getting all the outreach maybe before the game. You let them know that you're going to play a lot, and just to be able to.
Seriously, I didn't let a lot of people know. I wanted to kind of be like a surprise. I let some of my coaches know, my family, and like I guess the people on my mom's Facebook, they probably knew a little bit, but I didn't really let anybody know.
Bryson, it was kind of rough for the offense in the first half with the fumbles. What was just the message at halftime?
We were hurting ourselves. Like once we got all that cleaned up, it was just we was ready to play ball. Like that fumble hurt it because like fumbling before you get your first touchdown, that's all I could think about. I was like, man. And then when I got back out there, it made me more hungry for that, and I wanted to get the offense started. And like I felt that like they needed that, and they fed off of that.
Bryson, what was it like playing next to Sawyer, and how was he in the huddle leading you guys?
Saw Dog, man. He's great. A lot of people, they don't know too much about him. He's a quiet dude. He down to earth. Like I love everything about Sawyer. Like he a great friend. He kept me and my head up like when I was going through my troubles. He let us like he's a great leader. Like there's nothing else I can really say. He is a great leader.
I'm sure people in the football building kind of knew what you could do and all that, but did you expect a performance like this in your first kind of real run out there?
Oh yeah, I honestly expected better. I wanted at least 2 or 3 touchdowns today, but that didn't happen.
Obviously, coming from a program like Franklin and the success that you saw there, I guess how much do you keep up with those guys now, and maybe reach out to them and what they're going through now, trying to get back to the stage that you were at when y'all won 2 titles.
My little brother still plays for Franklin, so I try to support as much as I can. Like the weeks I couldn't travel with the team because I was hurt, I made the games like that I could. They had a bye week after the first week, but I just try to get those guys going. Like they got a young kid, Jaden Jackson. He's probably better than me, but a lot of people sleep on him. I just motivate them, keep them motivated. I want to see them be better than us when I was at Franklin.
Anything else, Bryson? Thank you. Yep, Jerry. Bryson, I think I saw them put that on you on the sidelines. Did you get something, the deal around your neck?
Oh,
there?
this one?
Yeah, did they give you that on the sidelines?
Oh, no, this is my personal chain.
Okay, I thought I saw that on the sidelines. What was that, just that moment like, though? How did that feel?
It felt great. Coach Hall surprised us with that today. Like we didn't know nothing about it, but like he was saying in the group chat, like what did we want our like symbol for the running back room to be, and like, we didn't know he was gonna make a chain, you know. But it felt good. Like I was like, what? Like I was surprised, honestly, more than anything.
All right, thank you guys.
Thank y'all.